often inspired by social media for different ideas, cool places to see in Berlin and cool maybe places to try and eat. And recently, the topic of shawarma came up, and the best place to eat shawarma in the city. And of course, people leave comments and they tell about their favorites, and then people have differing opinions. So today, we're going to try and discover some of the more favorite places and try a few that are lesser known, but are highly recommended. Okay, so Nollendorf Platz is in Schöneberg, the heart of Schöneberg. And Schöneberg, I think it would be very safe to say, is the heart of the LGBTQ community. Here on like Christopher Day street parade celebration, this place is crazy. It's a great party. And it seems, even though it's like a citywide celebration, all roads seem to lead back to this Schöneberg area. And it's a hubbub of activity. So we're right in the center of things here, and this was where Habibi is located. And we're going to try our experiment with shawarma, starting off here, and the first of a number of different places we hope to go to. So let's go to Habibi, H-A-B-I-B-I, Habibi. So just south of Nollendorf Platz, which is about a kilometer south of the Tiergarten, and then about a kilometer and a half or 2 kilometers east of the Zoological Garden, is Nollendorf Platz located. And just south of that is Winterfeld Platz, and that is the location of Habibi. What's the difference between a gyro and a Schawarma for you? What's the difference between a shawarma and a gyro?
Shawarma.
Yeah, what's the difference? Or the difference between a shawarma and a doner?
Chicken, aber Gyros aus Schweinefleisch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this here is chicken.
And the marinade too, yeah, the spices.
Another shawarma is Kuh.
Cow, beef,
Yeah.
yes, okay. And the spices too, yeah? Or spices different?
Yeah. You want this spice here?
Yes, please. And just as a little side note to living in Berlin, in the city, and the way things are done here a little bit, as you walk down the streets throughout the city, the sidewalks are a combination of this composite stone, these little pieces of stone, and these things on the edge look like home plate, and then they're little squares that are put together. See, and actually this construction makes so much more sense for sidewalks than pouring concrete or cement all the time, when you know you're going to have to dig it up, or you don't, it's just not going to last that long. So this makes a lot of sense. But the only thing that really gets me is that I couldn't imagine being a woman wearing high heels. You have to be like, it's a high skill level. I'm sure that I would break my ankle doing something like that. It's hard enough to walk around in like hiking boots sometimes, actually. So anyway, that's the skinny on the sidewalks here in Berlin, and I think kind of in Europe too is kind of a general thing, but it's amazing here. Every place in Berlin has got sidewalks almost exactly like this. And so for those of you that aren't sure or may not have heard of shawarma before, it is a cousin of the gyro, which on the family tree are descendants of the Turkish doner. Basically, they all come from a vertical spit, and I believe that shawarma and gyro means to rotate or to cook in that way. And they're all really related or very similar to the doner. However, the doner bread is a little bit different. Of course, the gyro is on pita, and then we've got a lot of, like one of my favorites, tzatziki on the gyro. So we're going to explore some of the shawarma. My understanding there too also is that the meat is marinated more. I'm not sure of the bread. We're going to try and figure it out. I've had the shawarma meat by itself, but I haven't had the sandwich itself. So we're going to try all that today. Okay, so this is the beginning of the shawarma adventure. Very nice people here at Habibi. It's not too sexy yet, but once we get inside, Very fresh. It's just got a mouthful of vegetables, mouthful of salad, with a little bit of that hot sauce that he put on there. It's very, very nice spice. That is so yummy and so tender. Really, this is the chicken. He said this is chicken. You can do it with beef. I also saw a recipe online. Some of the spices in here are a little bit unusual. Is cinnamon, allspice, or piment that we call it here. And the recipe that I saw put in the marinade was yogurt, which they said was the key to being tender. Now, I don't know if they did that or not for sure, but this is really, really, really very tender and very, very delicious. But you really could, you do taste the spices a little bit different, that like kind of a Lebanese flavor and stuff. It's different than the Gyro. It's similar in some ways, and again, similar to the doner, but very, very distinctive taste with, I think are indicative probably of that Fertile Crescent or the Levantine Arab part of the Eastern Mediterranean. I really don't know why I've been avoiding these for so long. I had one like maybe 9 or 10 years ago, actually at the other Habibi location on Acacia and it was really good. I just don't get it. This is kind of a baby epiphany for me. And this is just like any kind of other sandwich or street food. The further you get down to the bottom, the juices start to just sink to the bottom, come together. Nice little pepper. Crunchy, a little spice, not too hot. So I know we said when you get down to the bottom of the sandwich, all the good stuff comes, but this is another nice combination, not just of the fresh vegetables and salad, but we've got small bits of potato in here. And that's a yummy bite. That's like your meat and potato sandwich at the end. So I think on our maiden voyage, looking at shawarma, this was a great start. As I said, Habibi is like one of the higher recommended. There was one that is number 1. This is number 2 on this list of places to eat and try for shawarma in Berlin. This is yummy stuff. I can't wait to follow up on these adventures and share them with you from Berlin. More shawarma coming from Berlin.